Hey, this is Kevin, and this is Cam's astrology. I'm gonna get right back immediately into it. Now we left off at Mercury. We talked about what Mercury was in the part one, what the sun was, what the moon was, what all the houses meant. So if you don't know what that means, or this all of this these triangles and what they mean, just go back to part one, and it'll catch you up to Mercury. That's why I left off. So we're going to Venus now, the planet Venus. And by the way, all of the planets they just represent energies in your body, in your life, more so in your life. Okay, that's basically the thing about the planets. What does it mean? What does a planet mean? It's just a force, an energy, a force. You got the force of the sun, the force of the moon, the force of Mercury, the force of Venus. Now we're talking about. So Venus, some people know what Venus is. Venus, when you see it, that's how it'll look. And Venus is, if anything, it's love. Love of things, your passion for things, artistic, artists, art, just art, creativity, fashion, beauty, money, anything that we desire. Basically, the things that we desire, sex. But more so on the feminine side of sex, like the more sensual, not the straightforward like Mars, like just get right to it. And but Venus is relationships. It is compromise. So it is love. It is beauty. So that's what Venus is. That's how it looks right there. It's in the seventh house, and that's the force of love, to love things, to be creative. And then we move to Mars. When you read your horoscope, when you get your whole birth chart, remember the whole birth chart we're talking about, you'll have a Mars. Mars is that symbol right there. I actually have that tattoo on my neck, but right there. And Mars is energy, your physical energy, what you put your energy into it. It is like masculinity in your life, the masculine side of you, masculine people in your life, like your male brothers or male friends, just male influence, basically, in your life. It's willpower. It's like courage. It is a karka. I'll talk about what that is another time. Just the indicator of effort, because you have to put your energy in your effort. Same thing, basically. So that's what Mars is. And then you have, let's see, let's go to Jupiter. JUP. That's the Jupiter symbol. That's how it's gonna look in your chart. When you see it, okay, oh, that's Jupiter. Jupiter is the gurus. Jupiter is expansion. It wants to expand. That is the energy of Jupiter, to expand. Slowly expand. Um, anything. Mental capacity, expand the lifestyle. Wherever it sits, it wants to expand that house, expand the things of that house. It represents your teachers, like I said, your gurus, your philosophy, your ethics, like the law you follow in life, and your religion as well. Basically, kind of the same thing. But and then you have Saturn right here. This is how Saturn will look. It's like an upside down Jupiter right there, Saturn. And Saturn is my favorite planet. Saturn is because it shows you reality. It shows you, okay, this is what you have to do to get to where you want to go. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep throwing these things at you. And I would say that 9 times out of 10 people that's going through bullshit in their life is because of Saturn's effect somewhere, somehow. Saturn delays. It does not deny. I love that. It delays. It says, okay, these are your boundaries, these are your responsibilities, and you are confined into them until you realize what they are, work through the frustration, work through the boundaries, and then they go away. The boundaries expand or go away. It teaches you. Saturn is your lessons in life, the hard lessons that you don't want to learn. It is the karmic planet that tells. It's like, okay, if you do the Saturn is writing, is keeping note of what you're doing, and it rewards you based off of your effort or based off of the good or bad deeds that you did. Saturn comes in and implements the law. That's what Saturn is. Well, Jupiter makes the law, like the legislative branch. Saturn is the executive branch. It says, okay, Jupiter says you got to do this, this, and this. And since you're not doing it, boom, here's reality. Good or bad. Okay, you did. You followed the law. Good. Here, you get rewarded. Saturn rewards you more and better than any other planets. Any of them. That's why when you face reality, face the frustration, face the limitation, face the boundaries, work through those things, and Saturn rewards you. And then finally, the North Node right here. North Node, Rahu. Call it Rahu or the North Node. Rahu, we call it in Vedic astrology. And then the North Node in Western astrology, same thing. And Rahu is the obsessive nature in you. It wants everything right now, no matter how it has to get it, and it wants everything, the best of things right now. It wants the best shoes, the best women, the best men, the best relationship, the best personality, the most fame. The it just wants to defeat everything, no matter how it has to do it. Like with Jupiter, it slowly expands. Slowly, Rahu wants to that that energy in everybody that just wants everything right now, and they are obsessed about it. And it's also your spiritual lesson in life. It's very important, very karmic. Wherever it's sitting, wherever house is sitting, is showing you, okay, in the last life, you didn't fulfill these things. So you reincarnated into this life to fulfill those things. That's your spiritual lesson. The things that you're least familiar with, but you're scared to do them, but you are obsessed with them. You ever had that before? That's Rahu active in your life. And then so Rahu, I didn't put it, but the south node is always going to be exact opposite. And it's just this same thing upside down. So imagine this upside down, 20 degrees, and the opposite house. You got Taurus, opposite of Taurus is Scorpio. So the south node will be 20 degrees Scorpio. And the south node is the opposite of what north node is. But they're two bodies. They're two bodies and they're not separate. This is a dragon's tail. South node is the dragon's I'm sorry, this is the dragon's head. The south node is the stomach, the dragon's tail. And it's everything the opposite of the Rahu. Rahu wants the desires, the worldly desires, and wants to do everything. It wants to go against the norm, go against the laws, everything to get that thing they obsess, no matter what. K2, the South Node, wants to draw back from those things. It don't want none of that. It's good on everything. It's wherever it's sitting. It's like I'm used to this already. I've done this already. It represents separation from things. South Node wants to go into spirituality and um, go back to source. After this incarnation, it wants to just go back and be one with the source. Rahu wants is concerned about material things, what the South Node wants the spiritual things. Like, basically, is how you can say it. And wherever it's sitting, it's that energy that, okay, I've done this already. I've I have done this time and time over again. It's the things that you're master at, that the things you kind of fall back on when you don't go, when Rahu when the North Node is too scary for you, or is it too obsessive? You get too obsessive about it, and you have to fall back. So they kind of, you know, they're two. It looks like it's two different parts, but there is one body. Like they know each other. Is they know, you know, each other is there. They just don't know. They can't see it. The head, Rahu, the North Node, just wants to keep eating because the head, it don't have a stomach. The stomach is here, in the opposite side. North Node just wants to keep eating, wants to keep getting the fame, wants to keep getting the best things, and just keep. And it doesn't get full. It doesn't have a stomach. The stomach is in the opposite side. It's full. It doesn't need anything. It doesn't have a head. It can't see. That's why you go inside for Rahu. You go inside like meditation, spiritual work, things like that represent the South Node. All right, and so that's basically the planets. Now I don't have enough time to do the aspects. I'll do that in the next video. But I hope this helped. Y'all have questions, just comment down below.